Welcome in to another show. A little bi-weekend preview. Maybe, potentially, going to have a special guest tonight.
Multiple.
Yeah, well, Drake was in here, and then we just got a text from him. He said, "Yup, I'm cooked." He was trying to call in from Walmart because evidently his dog's food order didn't arrive to the house, so he had to go on a late night run.
Hey, got to do what you got to do. I'd
Just
say
like-
Bane and Arrow, those two glorious dogs are. I'd do anything to get them fed.
Yeah, I haven't.
Order this.
I haven't got to see them in quite a while. So, welcome into the show tonight. We're presented by FanDuel all season long. A few other sponsors that we'll talk about later in the show as well. And we're happy to have you here. No Hawkeye game this week.
No.
The other guys will be in action. Iowa State. Maybe there's some Iowa State fans joining the show tonight. They want to hop in and see what this is all about.
Watch. Nice.
Yeah, a little hate watch.
Respect it. Frankly,
they're pissed. Last 3 games, they haven't won a game. They need extra content. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll talk Hawks. Grant and I had a pretty good discussion on the already way too hot chatter around the Iowa Hawkeyes yesterday on taglines and how people need to settle down.
in a positive way, though.
In a positive way, but
I'm more. I don't want my words to get misconstrued, and I feel like that's misconstruing my words.
Sure. You can elaborate on that. We can.
I'm fine with us as a fan base can be excited and say all we want. I just don't want the national, that's what I get, like being ranked is something that would be nice, right? I understand being upset about that, but I just don't want like the talking head points for the next 13 days or however, that's not how math works, but however long, the next 2 weeks until game day to be like, what about Iowa upsetting Oregon? Like, I want it to come out of nowhere. I want us to.
Did you not like Joel Klatt's video of his comparison of us in Texas? Did you see that one?
That's fine. He didn't say anything about a game.
Okay.
He didn't say anything about a game. That's totally fair. And well put. I've always said Joel Klatt had his finger firmly on the pulse of college football. So
right there on the neck.
Totally haven't criticized anything he's ever said before, or he ratioed me last football season. People forget about that, but
Joel Klatt did?
Yeah, people forget about that.
What? You got ratioed on Twitter by Joel Klatt?
Kind of. He did a Q&A, and I was just feeling silly, so I asked him if the sun's so hot, why is space cold? And he responded immediately with I believe it was a
ChatGPT answer for sure.
No, he was quoting a Saturday Night Live skit of Will Ferrell doing Harry Carey, which is the old Chicago Cubs announcer.
Sure.
And it just blew me out of the water. That's all I'm saying. But it's kind of funny.
Well, that's fun.
Does that make sense, my point, though, with Iowa right now?
Yeah.
Like, us as a fan base, feeling excited is fine. I'm not saying you can't, us or we or however you want to put it, Iowa fans can't be excited. I think we should be excited. Things are going well as a program right now. And even looking into the future, I feel like there's a lot to be optimistic about.
Agreed.
Just don't tell the talking heads at ESPN about it yet, okay? Give it like 2 weeks, please. I don't want to look on game day and like some I don't know, some country music star and all the talking heads picked Iowa on Saturday. Is that fair?
Yeah. Across the board, it's a bunch of Hawkeye ups.
Like Chalamet is going to go out there and talk about Gronowski. I'm already scared enough.
Chalamet is going to get on there and talk about how running touchdowns are the same. They count the same as passing touchdowns, and Gronowski has won more games than anybody in college football, and that the Ducks better be scared. Yeah, the FanDuel line for this game right now, at least earlier, it was 6.5.
Called him that way. Perfect.
And that's in Kinnick. I think Kinnick gets as many home field points on that spread as any stadium does in the country. And
I think, I don't know, I saw on like SP Plus, which is like kind of the like predictive spread rankings or whatever. I think Oregon was the number 3 team on it, and we were somewhere like 18 to 20, I want to say. So
okay.
That's not like a ranking system. That is a rating system.
Sure.
So, and it changes week to week, but I think that's I feel like pretty fair. How's that different from I think Indiana was number 1, so it's not like it doesn't seem like it's changed that much. Like we've all kind of been moving progressively at the same time.
Right.
Like
I just want there's a lot of hype that's gonna be around this game, and it's going to double because it's 2 weeks worth, right?
for both fan bases.
Both like it's already started. The burners and dedicated fan accounts of Iowa and Oregon are already in heavy back and forths.
It's actually
And
it's a team up, it appears.
yeah, there is a weird sort of camaraderie going on as the new rivalry of Oregon Iowa versus USC Nebraska, which is going on this Saturday.
I'm fine with. I'll admit right now, I've always been a UCLA over USC guy. I'm fine admitting it.
I don't know if I've ever chosen one. I certainly played with USC on NCAA football 06 a lot.
Ooh. Great point.
But nonetheless, I'm fine with that teaming up too. I just want everybody to remember that like Oregon's still a pretty good favorite in this game. They think Oregon's going to win. You run this game, damn good team. If you follow the Kelly Ford stuff and put any weight into what he's got going on there, last week, and I know this adjusted a little bit with Oregon's game in the downpour versus the Badgers, which is maybe stunting some people's vision of how this game could go in Kinnick. We're playing, and not to look ahead, but we're playing back to back the best 2 teams rated in Kelly Ford's offensive system, 1 and 2. So that's, and we've played number 4 or 6 already. Like Indiana is up there too. So that's not to say we don't have a chance. That's not to say that we can't find ourselves in the exact same spot as we did in that Indiana game where we literally have a chance to put it away, win the thing. It's unbelievable that we were just so simply that close and we couldn't do it. That hurts. But if Iowa loses this game or finds themselves in the L column on this one, it's not like, I don't know. I emotionally am sort of hedging on like, let's not just end the season and flip to basketball if we lose to the Oregon Ducks next Saturday.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to tell people not to watch basketball either, but
you could flip to basketball. When does that start, by the way?
Tuesday.
And we play just like some random.
I'll pull it up. I'll see. This is I pay year round, by the way, for Big Ten Plus for like 3 games a year.
Oh man,
and this is one of them. So we got to make sure it's pulled up. I don't know if how everyone else is going to be watching the game, but that's how I will be watching it on that. Hopefully, it's not on like Flow Sports, like it's
Flow Wrestling. If you're watching in the chat on the YouTube, give us a like on this video. Give us a subscribe up top. And comment in the chat, participate. We'll this can be a fun, we don't have an Iowa game to preview, so this can be a sort of a fan listener led show tonight. I have a couple topics to talk about, and if Josie pops in, that'll be plenty. But like Barry here says, am I the only one who thinks if Mark doesn't get hurt, we probably win that game against the Hoosiers? I don't think at all you're the only one who thinks that. I think
it's fun. It's a fun thing to say.
I think that's a fair conclusion. I think it's...
Don't have any contradictory evidence. Play Robert Morris, by the way. BTN. Don't even need BTN Plus. I'm losing, just giving them money for free.
Just on the main network. So, there's going to be a lot. It's just going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Kevin and I will be in the stadium for the Oregon game. Feel very, very fortunate that the fine folks inside the University of Iowa program decided that was the game they were going to honor the 2015 team. And so there'll be a free entry for myself, and I feel like that's a blessing. If the Hawks could put a win on the Ducks, it would be a cherry on top. Now, if we beat Oregon, if we do somehow find a way to win that ball game, tough it out, grind it out, get one against the 6th rated Ducks, I think at that point you can start to talk big picture and grand scheme, all of your wildest dreams, your wildest scenarios. At that point, you can say, wow. You could logically say, if we can get through the Trojans out west, what does it look like? But right now, there's a big green and yellow wall that we need to get over first.
That is, I'd say that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's, if you could mention that to the folks at the Big Ten Network as well. As much as I love Jake Butt recently, he's trying to win me over. Denver Bronco legend, Jake Butt, that is. Trying to win me over. Hey, I can put the legend tag on whoever I want. We have hopefully Bronco legend, Josey Jewell, joining us.
He said he put the kids down. He's got about 3 of those now. They have a new puppy. So he's trying to take that thing out to go to the bathroom. And I don't know if he has internet. Josie's this kind of guy that in 2025, I don't know if he has Wi-Fi out at his house in Decorah. I think he's in Decorah. He's somewhere in the fields of Decorah or outside of Decorah somewhere.
And they got a lot of those there. You did not pin it at all.
No.
That could be literally anywhere.
His text messages are coming through. So there's at least some service. I don't know if he'll be able to figure it out or not.
Starlink working well.
Jay says, if I could get back to here, did I miss the Grant Ferris Bueller connection?
No, I don't think I've ever even talked about that. That's just I literally just found it's the scene in Ferris. I think he's talking about my Twitter handle because it's Ferris Bueller, and I think it was just I changed it a while back to that. It's the scene where they're all at the Museum of Art and they're just standing there posing, looking at the photos, and I just kind of liked it. I just made it my profile picture. I don't know. I've been thinking about changing it though. I don't want to startle you, Jay, but potentially there might be a change coming up soon. But I don't know. I feel like I'm too committed in now. Too many chips in the middle.
Now here's an interesting one, Grant.
Go ahead.
Those watching will notice that Kevin is currently not with us.
Yeah.
He responded in the text. Or he actually started the conversation about 20 minutes ago that said, "Is Josie coming on?" And I said, "Text him and ask." And Drake said he was cooked. He can't make it because he's got to go get dog food. And Kevin responded, "Outrageous. I'm abstaining from the podcast in solidarity with Bane and Arrow."
I mean, it's a just cause. I can't help but feel like it could be worth it.
Josie just sent me the link.
What? Oh, he made his own stream. Nice.
Josie just sent me the link over text message. What? I told you. He doesn't understand technology.
There we go.
He's just some dumb farmer from.
Are we going on? Are you going on his podcast? He's got his own.
He just
Outlaw Podcast Network.
He just sent me the fucking link to our show that we're currently in.
Is he?
I don't know what to tell him.
Spooky season. Is he in here with us?
He's not currently, but he should be joining anytime. I don't know why Nicholas Baker is saying this, but Grant KenPom, number 84. Who is it?
Ooh, Akron. Is it Akron? I think it is. Been studying. I think it's Akron.
Why?
Nick Baker, get that back to me. We've been doing. This is my on Almost Football. Our college basketball preview right now is just guess the KenPom, and my co-host just yells a KenPom number at me, and I guess it. That's it. Oh boy, there he is.
Oh, this fucking guy does know how to figure out internet, huh?
Oh, this is the computer, huh? This is what them boys have been talking about. All right.
You got reception out there in Decorah?
We got fiber, baby.
Wow. In the ground.
Is this echoey or no?
That picture is clear. There's been people with better audio, but it sounds fine.
So should I take the headphones off?
For the Outlaw, I'll accept anything.
Shut up. Should I take the headphones off or no?
Is that
do you like them?
Yeah, is it
no?
Okay,
no?
Take
them off.
Take them off and we'll try it.
Now, I didn't want to echo more, so.
It might be.
It is pretty echoey.
Look at this guy. Welcome up. Welcome in, Josey Jewell. He's the Outlaw. He was the honorary captain. I think they meant to send that to me last week, but Josie got it in the mail, so he went and did that. Nicholas said San Francisco is number 84, Grant. And Josie's joining tonight because I persuaded him. He claimed that his bedtime was 9 p.m., which is 13 minutes from now, which is total bullshit.
It usually is.
He's got a new puppy.
Yeah, we got
You got a dog?
10-week-old, something like that, Bernedoodle. So it'll be
The kid
interesting.
swindled you into a dog. Mick got a dog.
Well, yeah. They said if when football's done, I'll get a dog. So I don't know if that's telling me football's done or not, but it's getting closer. You know, if I'm still dealing with these concussion symptoms, so we're close, if not there. Who knows?
Oh no.
Can we?
Well, I was half here just to pitch you going back to the Broncos, but is that you're not making it sound optimistic?
Let's make a playoff. No, I think if I got rid of the symptoms, I would probably go back. But
hey,
that all depends about the symptoms. You know, we're just rolling
can
with
you
punches.
can you explain to me? Because so I thought it was interesting when you it wasn't long before like training camp that the news came out that they were gonna, I guess the official term would be cut you or whatever, and that it was for medical reasons. And they kind of gave I don't know if that was you or your agent or the team, but you actually gave out like a lot of details surrounding that. Like it was around concussion stuff. Like, did you have the option to just keep that under?
It was kind of weird. So I will say this: their president and their GM are like dogs for how they operated around the whole thing, and how they did it. Because I feel like usually you get a GM, a president, and they would be kind of not so much upfront with you, and they wouldn't tell you exactly how they felt and stuff like that, and they'd just be like, "Oh, we're just gonna cut him." But anyway, I went back and did my physical. I failed my physical because I was still having dizziness, lightheadedness, and headaches. And they ended up saying, "Hey, what do you want to do here?" I know because the week prior I went up to Minnesota. In Minneapolis, there was what was it, a functional neurologist. So he's Cairo, and he's also kind of, he does a lot of stuff with BPPV, people with vestibular problems, people with ear crystal problems.
You touch
And
your
he works
wiener?
with, not yet.
Okay.
We'll see. I think that's course 3. We're going to course 2 soon. Anyway, I saw this guy a week before. He helped me out a little bit. Anyway, I got a little bit better, and they're like, "Okay, do you want to go back up there? Do you want to go home, or do you want to stay on the team?" I said, "Well, I don't want you to cut me. I mean, I really don't want that to happen, but at the same time, I don't want to take up a spot, and I don't want to take up somebody else that is for sure going to be playing, or that you think can play or be able to practice when I won't even be able to practice." So I said, "You make your decision on that. I don't want to make it for you. I would still love to be on the team, but I understand your guys' point of view." So then they said, "Well, how about this?" And they ran a couple of different ideas, and they said, "How about we release you now? You can come back whenever you want, and we can give you the exact same contract." So
And
that
so
was
so this is out in Carolina for anyone who's not caught up on the Josey Jewell career. And you were 1 year into a contract, into a 3-year contract.
Yep.
With Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
for
that was
$200 million, was it?
I wish. Well, it definitely said just keep me on the field.
Just say, "Hey, I'll play. Give it to me."
No, it was unfortunate because of course my goal was always 8 years, and 9 would have been a bonus and stuff like that. But yeah, got to 7, and that unfortunately happened December 22nd of last year, and yeah, still dealing with that stuff. So there's been a lot of ups and downs, but it's been nice to be able to stay with family, that's for sure.
And it's and you've had a home in Decorah that you guys built so that
2.5 years.
Yeah, so that you guys can come back and be there. So it's like you didn't have to go through some crazy moving process or buy a house or anything, which was nice.
Right.
So this happened back in December, almost a year ago.
Yeah, that's bad.
And
That makes it even worse.
you're still feeling dizziness.
So I'll give you a little breakdown. It'll be even. This might take a minute, but anyway, I got the concussion. Then my whole family was out there for for Christmas, and they stayed until Christmas. Christmas Day they left. Anyway, so what happened is I got hit a couple plays before this, probably like 10 plays before this, and I got hit right on the top of the head, and my neck like crunched, and I could feel it in my neck, and I could you could hear it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, hear it, feel it. It's weird. And I felt it like crack all the way down my spine. I was like, oh, that did not feel good. And I was like, I moved it around a tiny bit, and all of a sudden, like a couple plays later, I was stiff. I couldn't barely move it. I was like this far. And then about 6 plays after that, then I ended up getting hit by the running back in the temple right here. And then all of a sudden, I was crazy dizzy and nauseous came off to the sideline. I was like, I need to take a little walk, coach. Can I walk over there? And he let me walk, and then kind of simmered down a little bit. Came back to the huddle, or came back to the to sit down with him and watch some of the film on the previous possession, and still felt a little off. And anyway, finished the game out. Didn't have any other big hits or anything like that. After the game, still felt weird. Just kind of a slight headache, a little bit dizzy. Went out to eat with my parents and my rest of my family. After that, had a drink and felt kind of just like a little off, just a little dizzy still. And anyway, then the next couple of days go by, a day and a half go by, and then I go back out to walk through. And then I just have to start jogging, and I start to get crazy nauseous and crazy dizzy again. So that was where that left off. Then the end of the season, I didn't play the last 2 weeks. I still had dizziness. They were trying to get my autonomic nervous system regulated so I could have the heart rate increase without getting headaches or other symptoms. And then we went up to see the people in Pittsburgh who they're like the gurus of the NFL, UPMC it's called. And then they said, "Oh, you should be good. 3 to 4 weeks. You're good." And I saw a neuro guy in Charlotte, and he said, "Mild concussion at worst. You'll be good in a month. At least that's it." And did all the scans, did everything. Everything appeared to be normal. No bleeding, no nothing like that. No crazy traumatic injury. And so then I left Pittsburgh. They said that, and about 6 weeks later, then I went back to them to get checked up, and they said, "Oh, you're showing symptoms. We'll give you this Zoloft. It's a medication, an antidepressant." And I'm like, "Well, I'm not
They
depressed."
gave you
all right.
Zoloft?
Yeah, so I went on Zoloft for 8 weeks, I think it was, and it dramatically got worse every single week. And I was like, do I still have to be taking this? And they're like, "Well, in order for you to feel better, you kind of have to go through the worst of it. You have to kind of go through hell, and then you'll get to the other side." Anyway, every day since that, I've had lightheadedness. And then the week after that ended, they said, "Hey, let's just try an occipital nerve block." So they put pretty much an epidural in the back of my neck, a big needle,
No
and they shoved
shot,
that
dude.
in. And then I've had a headache every day since that one. And I did all of OTAs. Sorry, I'm getting long-winded. I know you guys, I don't need to talk the whole time. But anyway,
No,
I did
I
OTAs.
hey, buddy, I promise you, after 700 plus episodes of this thing, everybody listening right now is like, thank God somebody other than Kluver's talking.
No, I thoroughly enjoy you guys talking. You guys got good comedic relief and all that stuff. Anyway, there's that happened, and every day since I've had more symptoms, and it's gone like ebb and flow. Some days I'll be good, some days I'm bad. I wasn't able to drink coffee for a month or two.
What?
And
Because of the caffeine?
the caffeine would make me go crazy, would make my heart rate elevate, and then I would just feel like way more jittery, way more dizzy and lightheaded. Like, yeah, it was bad. The lightheadedness was the worst.
I wish caffeine worked like that for me.
Yeah.
I don't even feel
I
caffeine.
don't know if you
usually
want
don't
that
either.
trade, if I'm being honest, but
Well, I don't want it to give me headaches and shit, but I just want to feel it at all.
Take it. I'll give it to you.
Yeah. So all of that when you're getting that's all back in the spring.
Yeah, that was all back in the spring, and then
And
in the
every
summer.
day since then, for 6-8 months,
Yeah.
you've had a headache and lightheadedness.
Yeah, and some days it's just like it's a lot like pin headache in the back of my head, and it'll radiate. They always talk about this ram's horn and stuff, and it radiates up into my forehead or into my ocular area. So I've seen so many specialists; it's honestly ridiculous. Saw some like holistic people, thought that was going to help.
You're gonna have to go on a darkness retreat with A-Raj.
Oh, I talked to Robert Gallery about that. Some
Oh
other
yeah, because
stuff.
he did. Yeah, so he's been doing his rounds on like podcasts and stuff, talking
Yeah.
about how
You should get him on here. He's a cool dude.
yeah, I mean, I'm scared of him, but
I'm scared of him too. He's a massive human being still.
he's still so big and scary. But yeah, I think in the off season he's on the list. I want to bring him on.
Yeah, I think you could get him. He's cool.
So, wow.
Yeah, so it's been kind of like I said, it's some days are better than others. And if I don't get sleep, like with this new puppy and my 8-month-old not sleeping the best, it definitely like is like, wow, that accentuates, that makes everything more dramatic. Like I am that much more, all that stuff. So
Sleep is so insanely important.
hydration too. If I'm not hydrated, it's dizziness increases too.
So dizzy, lightheaded, like when you, I guess maybe TMI on my end of things, just in life, I stand up and I get lightheaded a lot. Like I'm
right.
I'm me doing the stupid CrossFit shit. Like
that still happens a lot.
So it's like when you're on the ground or you get up from seated position, it's like that same thing that everybody experiences. Sometimes your vision like starts to go and you're like blind.
Yeah. And like that when I'm driving too. When I'm driving and like all of a sudden I get like a heart rate increase, all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, that felt weird. And like my heart rate it'll go up a little more. It's weird, dude. I don't know, man.
What?
Not fun. But
okay.
Like I said, it's good and bad days. I've met some new people that I've really liked. Did some different like eye therapy and stuff like that. And some people talked about ear crystals. Some people there's just so many avenues. You just don't know what it is. What are you about to say? What are you about to say?
I'm trying to. So you have always been, since we left Iowa City, even before you started your career in the NFL, you used to talk about how you wanted to do the NFL thing for a few years and get out.
Mm-hmm.
And like then that you mentioned it, that was eventually your idea on that was like 8 years.
Yeah.
And
I mean, at first it was probably like 5 or first.
Yeah,
contract.
it was less.
I was just like, let me get through this first contract, see if I can actually play with the boys, and then we'll
take
go
that
from
fucking
there.
shirt off, big boy.
All right, easy.
And so fortunately, because there's a lot of guys that you have played with and that you see who just run it dry. They go until the rails fall off. Like, and I think it's oftentimes because they can't let go of that identity, that lifestyle. They don't know what the hell they're going to do after their career, like all these different things. So you maybe as a preset don't have the same those issues, but like, does that? I mean, dude, I felt paralyzed one time doing a deadlift, and it messed me up for like 6 weeks, and I started to have like the mental state that put me in. Like I couldn't work out. I was like starting to think like, am I going to like injure myself long term? Do you like what has been the mental side of this for the last fucking year?
Yeah, I don't know. The first, I'll say between like month 2 and 3, there was some dark spots in there for sure. And even probably about 2 months ago, there was also some dark spots where it's just like, I've never been an anxious person. I've never been like too negative person. You know how I am. Like looking at your name after a bad game or something like that, trying to get.
You've got your own flair of negativity, but yes.
Right. Like I've never been
depressed.
No. Yeah, and those thoughts have definitely, they've come into my head every once in a while when I was probably a month ago or so. It just depends, some day, like I said, some days are good, some days are bad. It's like you're riding a freaking wave, man. It's just you got good days and you got bad, and I think I've been stacking them a little bit better every single week. I still do PT here 2 or 3 times a week, and then I go to the chiro here twice a week, and I got to do daily eye exercises. I have to do autonomic nervous system stuff, get my heart rate up to 125 to 135 almost every single day or 5 days a week. I was
gonna say, can you work out?
Has been a big one. Yeah, I can work out. If I get my heart rate above like 140, 145, I suddenly just start getting headaches, and then dizziness will increase.
So have you done any sprinting or any of that?
Sprinting hasn't been in the workouts really lately. It's been a lot of assault bikes.
Okay.
And sprinting just happened tonight. I was sprinting at the softball field.
What's this with you playing softball, dude?
I do. I have to get competitive in some way. I'm too competitive. Just you remember Bags? Me and Gervais?
Yeah.
And all those guys.
I thought about you actually at the state fair this year because they had a Bags tournament going on the main street. Is that one of your 7 kids that's trying to get in on the podcast?
No, it's the dog. I was going to bring the dog over here. He was trying to sleep and then he was squealing. So
what's the dog's name?
Benny.
Benny
and the Jets.
Oh, look at him.
It looks like Deanie, George's dog, a little bit.
It kind of does look like that dog. Yeah. What's George's dog?
I think it's the same thing.
Is it Bernedoodle?
I just saw a commercial for it. He's got a sponsorship with some dog food company.
Dude's got a commercial for everything in life.
Have you seen his Little Caesars commercials with like the deer and the
Little Caesars has been going off a little bit on the reckless side, I think. A little weird. But that's also George's thing, is that weird, funny, quirky stuff, which I love. So it's hard.
Wow. That's wild. Do you like part of that mental fuck? Is it like the long-term ramification of like, what did I do?
Yeah, no, that's a daily fight, honestly. And like I said, it creeps in your head every once in a while. Like, oh, should I just quit a year earlier? Should I have done this? If I wouldn't have got hit here, I wouldn't have had to deal with this.
Who hit you when it happened?
It was was it Arizona Cardinals running back?
Some pussy.
I don't know. I don't know who it was. But anyway, yeah, that's yeah. I don't worry. I don't have his name tattooed or written up anywhere. Like
Well,
a
you
death
might.
wish or anything.
Knowing you probably go and search. And anytime that guy has a bad game, you're just like on a burner account, just like, yeah, fuck this guy.
I knew this guy fucking sucked. No, it's there's crazy mental. You talk about the guys that were just like they live and they just breathe football all the time, which I did. I mean, I love football, of course. That's why I played it that long and all that stuff. But some guys just like can't let that go. And the lifestyle is definitely a huge thing. And lifestyle for me was like I didn't really love all the fancy stuff. Like I could do without. I didn't like the big cities. You already know that. No, I could deal with them. Denver was awesome. Charlotte was pretty good.
There we go.
Yeah, settle down.
Let's be honest. Charlotte was ass.
No, Charlotte was pretty good.
Okay.
I still liked it. It was hotter than hell in the summer, but and there's not for me the outdoor stuff was a little bit different. So I got off track, but anyway, they've both been good areas, but the mental stuff is interesting for a lot of guys coming out and trying to find a new path or a new way to live life. And luckily, I have kids and awesome wife, and now a dog that I get to keep track of. So I have plenty of things to pour into. A lot of guys, maybe not have anything or don't have anybody, and then it's like, what do I do? And they don't have a schedule, and then it's
just think though, Joseph, if you didn't have a family and kids, think about how many fishing boats you could buy. Oh hell yeah!
No, that's probably a bad idea. It's a good thing I only got the one. So
you got you have that pond you put in the back of the house, right?
Fishing there today. Yeah, it was fun. It does well. It has some nice fish in it so far. Somehow
you remember what?
What were you about to say? Oh boy!
You remember when we went back to Decorah and we came home from fishing and we were sitting in the back of the truck and I sat and snapped 2 of your sticks.
Oh, two of my fishing.
2 of your poles. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how I didn't.
I knew you were going to go to the league and make a lot of money, so I didn't feel bad.
There you go. Yeah, it wasn't a lock like Werf's, and we all should have put money in him like you guys always talk about.
Drake tried, dude.
That would have been the best investment in life. Where is Drake? I thought he told me he was going to be on.
Dude, he said he was going to dogs. His dog food didn't come in the mail, and so he had to run to Walmart. He was trying to call in from Walmart, and it wouldn't work. And Kevin bailed. Kevin straight up bailed on your ass. Text him and tell him that you guys aren't friends. We'll take a quick moment, and maybe Josie can give his personal anecdotes on this. But we'll thank a couple of our sponsors here. Gray's Gourmet to Go.
Oh yeah,
jumped on the podcast this year. Pete and Kim, obviously, and they are the spot. Anybody going to the Oregon game next week? You're gonna be there, right, Joe?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, so you'll be back. We'll talk about your time this past week and with the Minnesota game and all that. There's one spot that you need to grab your grub from and potentially fill your tailgate with, and that's Gray's Gourmet to Go. Nobody supports the university and their athletes better as a local business than Gray's. Pete and Kim are unbelievable. I just got a tag on Twitter today. Somebody sent me a picture of the delicious, just lathered lips. Yeah, that's right, Grant.
Dude, I wish I should have went there. Well, I guess I'll be there next week.
Let's go there next week. Dude, let's go there next week, man.
I'm in. I'm all for that. The lips.
Are you staying? Are you staying Friday night? We can have this conversation off air.
Yeah, I'm staying Friday night. You're good.
Okay. Maybe we might have to get a little. Yeah, we'll have this conversation off air. Also, big shout out to Big Grove. Probably won't go to Big Grove, and next weekend there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a big event for the alumni, the Hawkeye Legacy. Josie was wearing some sick fucking little sweater with the Hawkeye Legacy. Where did you get that? They give that to the good guys, the guys who are on the.
Is this what you're calling them?
Oh, and now Drake's here.
What did I just do? What happened to me?
I don't know. Did you unlock your phone or? Oh, and now we're upside down, and now I'm dizzy.
Oh, it was good.
Oh, there he is.
Perfect.
Autocorrect. My brain is healed. I'm back to normal.
I Bluetooth connected. I'm back online. Josey Jewell.
I wish.
Just
call
unplug and plug back in.
Call the Panthers. Did they need a linebacker this weekend?
I think I just need to get knocked out fully, and I think that'll help me.
That'll reset you.
Like a cartoon, get hit with a frying pan.
Give Somebody go grab it and just knock me over the back of the head.
We got some Outlaw fans in the chat. Love the
Oh,
Outlaw.
he left
Says
again.
Oh, look at that.
this guy says got my son his first chicken lip at the Minnesota game and he loved it. He just said tonight that he wants more. Of course he does.
Well, go get him some more. Stop talking
Josie,
about it and do it.
Josie,
Do
how about
that.
the Hamburg Inn?
Hamburg Inn, I tried to go there Sunday morning. Not a good idea.
Packed.
Well, it was, they were an hour out, 45 minutes out. I'd also tried to go to Bluebird, and that was also 45 minutes out.
Packed house because you know why? Pie shakes.
Shakes?
Pancakes. Yeah, the pie shakes? What the fuck are you giving that? Do I need to educate you?
I think you might.
What, like a French silk pie?
Okay.
Flavored milkshake?
I've never had that milkshake, but I'm all in. Can we get that next weekend?
Well, this guy probably can't have sugar. It'll give him dizzy. It'll make him dizzy or something. But if you're not Josey Jewell and your brain isn't messed up, go to Hamburg Inn, number 2. Nate Kading and the boys save that. Drake says the internet is so shit where I live. Yeah, Drake needs that fiber.
That's upsetting.
It's hard to live more out in the sticks than Decorah. Do you live in Decorah? You don't even have a Decorah address, do you?
Austin address.
Austin.
So it's a small town.
Old Austin. We've been there. We've been out there though too. So if you can go find Josie out in the middle of nowhere, go find him. Oh, and hey, here the people know Jose. Look.
What is going on with me?
I have no idea. It's you. Need an update on the Outlaw Steakhouse.
Yeah, we do need an update.
Well, now that Josie's potentially considering full retirement, we're gonna have to. I know his entrepreneurial juices are gonna get flowing here.
Yeah, did you see my virtual fence got? Somebody did that.
You texted us. Yeah, you texted us. I think this past year, sometime in the past year, and you're
I think multiple people have done it now. I think they leased it out from the Australian government.
And they're rich.
I don't know about rich, but yeah, it's a good way to make a life.
We should have done it.
Yeah, football got in the way of that one.
Dude, we should have said screw football, gone full in on the Herdmaster, and dude,
Herdmaster. It's good you still know the name.
I was like the second most important person in that project, dude.
You definitely were. You were the only one. Yep. Hard to find guys that wanted to put in work on that one.
I was grinding for my $900 stipend that summer.
Oh my gosh, that was.
It's the only reason I did it originally.
So what are they making nowadays?
Dude, their scholarship. It doesn't even matter. Their scholarship checks are.
No, I'm not talking about scholarship. I'm talking about what is a weekly paycheck for just a guy on the team?
I mean, if you do the math, they're splitting about 15 million of rev share between 105 guys, and it comes out to like 140 grand a guy.
No.
Yes, dude.
So
we just had this conversation with Kevin and I were like, what would we have done with the 140 G's?
What have you done?
And the thing is, that's actually, there's actually guys make more than that. Like if you're a junior or a senior and you start, like you would have made way more than that because the freshmen don't get as much. You would have made, Josie, I'm going to piss you off real quick.
No, don't.
Yeah. If we would have played 10 years later, your junior and senior year, you would have made 500 grand minimum a year.
Awesome. I would have retired right out of college.
Same. We could, dude, the seed money we would have had for Herdmaster, we didn't even need it.
Right. I wouldn't even have to do crowdfunding. It would have been right off the fucking stick. I wouldn't have had to hire an electrical engineer that was a student that sucked ass.
Dude, you know, actually,
that kid put us in the dirt.
You remember we met with that Ruda guy, Matthew Ruda?
Yeah,
he messaged me on Facebook like a few months ago, and he wanted me to come on his podcast or something. I was like, but then I don't know why.
What's the name of it?
Oh God, what was the name of that?
I don't think his thing did. I think his thing kind of
fell
off a little bit.
No. They're a full on company, dude. They're still in business.
Yeah, but I think they're, instead of like the whole dying piglets, I think they transitioned over to efficiency of pig barns.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And they're smart guys, so they're definitely gonna make money somewhere.
They were smart. They're smarter than us. Way smarter than us. So you were the honorary captain.
Yeah, it's a good time. Made me nervous about the speech. Crapped my pants the whole drive down. You know me, I like to talk.
Oh yeah, dude. It couldn't have been worse than Claiborne when he talked to us.
Jesus Christ, why'd you have to set me up with like the worst? Why couldn't you throw me in the middle of the pack?
I was just saying, there's no way it was worse than him.
Well, I talked to KF. What was it? A week before, and then I talked to him three days before. And then I said, yeah, everything's good. He's like, you got the speech all written out? I said, yeah, that's the only thing I'm nervous about. And he's like, all you got to do is 30 seconds. Just so you know, that's what Claiborne did, and it was fine. So you just
He
get
said
that.
that. Man,
It was funny,
you
dude.
would never expect Adrian to be so fucking nervous, but he was when he got up in front of us.
Well, dude, I mean, it's weird. It's weird to stand up in that situation, like, and be in that situation. You know, it doesn't feel like it was, does it feel like it was long ago, or does it not feel like it's long ago to you?
Both
Yeah, exactly.
in different ways. Like,
It makes me feel so disconnected, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, that was actually recently I was back there. But I'm still like, I don't know any of these players really.
no,
I
none of them.
love to watch them on TV, of course, every Saturday, but I don't know any of them.
I do think there's a
Um,
Decorah kid on the roster though.
there is a D lineman. Um, but yeah, it was good. I kept it short, probably like 2.5 minutes. It was good.
What was the message? What was the heart of the message there? Because whatever you said, they came out with their ass on fire.
Yeah, there was nothing that I said, that's for sure.
I don't know. People are asking.
My big points were don't take things for granted. And I just kind of told him a story about my dad when he was younger. Every Friday night, or no, sorry, every Friday morning, he would wake me up with Boston. You know the band at all?
Yeah,
Okay, old band, probably what 60s or whatever 70s.
yeah.
Anyway, he'd wake me up and he'd blare that music. So he'd wake up my mom too, and whatever whoever was in the house, he'd be waking up.
Paula.
And then every morning he would give me the same he'd give me the same speech, and it would be, "Hey boy, make sure you give it your all today. Don't have any regrets because you don't want to look back one day and say, oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that." And I just kind of told them how you could take that in any facet of life, whether you're doing the weights, whether you're being in a classroom. I said that's something in my career that I feel very good about, that I did not like take a bunch of plays off or you know, look back and be like, oh, if I would have made, well, I still do this. If I would have made that tackle, we would have won that game. So
Yeah, if you
give
could have
it to
fucking
Blake
played
sometimes.
better, we would have had a Big Ten championship.
That's very true. If I would have went underneath instead of over the top on the quarterback run on the what was it, fourth
Thanks a
quarter.
lot, Bud Spears.
Oh, Bud Spears ruined Lomax's leg, dude. So bad. I watched that the other day. It popped up on my feed
Dude, it
somehow.
comes up on Twitter all the time, and it makes me want to just not good.
Yeah. And then the other thing I said was just how fortunate you guys are. I talked about the coaches. I said, you don't get coaches that are in a facility this long. I mean, this is ridiculous. Coach Ferentz has been here for however long it is. Then I said, Coach Wallace, I said, Coach Parker, KB, and all these guys. I was like, it doesn't just happenstance that these guys are still here. And then just talked about the stadium, talked about Brothers for Life, talking about how we stay in contact every single day. I said, you don't get this everywhere. You talk to guys at the NFL, and they don't talk the same way. They don't be like, hey, I'm still in contact with this guy, man. The college was the favorite time of my life. Like they don't really talk about that.
It's
and I
so
feel
weird
like in
that
Iowa, you do all the time.
it's so weird that me, Kevin, Drake, we never experienced it, but I know that it's the case. Like, you never in the NFL, sure, maybe occasionally in the complex on team trips, you hang out with the guys a little bit, but like the amount of time we spent just like sitting on the couch in the back house,
Dude, or Fortnite, a little
or
bit
just
of
like
that.
grinding Fortnite, and
Little
like you
Battlefield
don't
arena.
get that with the NFL teammates.
No, you get a little bit of it, and everybody's got their own family now then, and everybody's got kids, or not everybody. A lot of people got kids, and they got their own thing they're going on, and they want to live their own lifestyle. That's totally fine. So it's hard to find things that you match up with a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Of course, it was good this last year, and honestly, Denver was great too. But again, I don't think you can beat the college overall. Everybody's just grinding. Everybody's going through the same freaking thing. Um, Dude, I don't know. So then I talked
How
about that and talked about the stadium. I said, you don't get that lucky to have a packed stadium every single week or weekend, with crazy ass fans willing to give it your all. I mean, they're going to go crazy. Everybody talks about, because every away game we always, or even home games for the NFL, you always watch games Saturday night. And everybody's always cheering for the team. Everybody's talking shit and all that stuff. And everybody always says whenever like an Iowa night game's coming on or something else during the day is coming on, they're all like, dude, it is so hard to play at Iowa. Your fans are crazy and they're right on top of you. And so I said, just understand, you only get so many times like in the black and gold that it's going to go by fast. Because I talked about this, and everybody always says in all their speeches, everybody says it goes by fast. The days are long, the years go by fast. Like, just make sure you soak it in. And I wanted to like kind of twist it somehow to give a little bit more. And I just said, my freshman year, I heard it, and I was like, no, it doesn't, dude. These days are fucking grinds, man. Like, don't know if I want to play football. Freshman year sucked.
You and Kevin were trying to kill yourself before you get to the end of the program.
Yeah, that's for sure. Sophomore year, I was like, okay, this thing's a lot more fun. I'm playing, but I'm still like, dude, it's not going fast. Like, and then all of a sudden, junior year came, and I'm like, wait a second. That felt like 2 weeks ago. They told me
all
it
of a
was one
sudden
of my
the
fastest.
Outlaw came to town.
Yeah, Jesus. And then I said, junior, senior year came, and I was just like, you gotta stop. I said, this is crazy how fast it goes. So I just said, make sure you take advantage of it. But there was nothing special. But damn, they did play pretty well.
Yeah, they.
Oh, and I ended with, I said, I don't like Minnesota since I'm this far north, and I fucking hate row the boat. So please kick their ass. That's how I ended it.
Okay, so there we go. That now we understand.
Did you inspire the WetGen row the boat celebration? Then do you think you had any part in that?
Dude, he was
maybe
clean
an
with
indirect
that,
one. That was fucking smooth. I just remember when I did the fucking McSorley one. I still get tagged on that.
Really?
People tag me and say, "Hey, remember when you do the McSorley thing and then we kicked your ass?" I'm like, "You kick our ass."
God.
But
That's another game that hurts.
yeah, dude, that one really fucking stings, man.
So you got up there and actually talked a little bit. I didn't know if you'd have that in you.
Yeah.
Because during our time, you would have never talked for even 3 minutes.
Well, yeah. I mean, we had to give those presentations for the leadership groups and stuff like that. And
they made us.
Oh, they made me do this? Not like I was like, Coach, I'm gonna have a work. Let me end up there. Let me stand there. I would never fucking do that. It wasn't customary.
We got to talk about the will versus the want. Okay. Where's Coach Wallace at? Does he have his fucking pads down? All right.
You do it perfect. I would love to hear a speech that you do. And then I had to talk to the recruits and their parents on Saturday morning.
You talked to the recruits?
Yeah, it was interesting.
God, they had you out there I
was a salesman.
You're a candidate.
Wow.
But at the same time, they treated me well, got me tickets everywhere I needed to go and all that stuff. So they took care of me. So I was like, whatever you guys need.
Man, it must be nice to be a legend.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a legend, but
you're a legend in my mind.
Oh, thank you, Cleaver. That means a lot to me. But it was a good weekend. It was
you're
a good
also
weekend,
a pussy. The rumors are that the reason Denver made the playoffs last year is because you actually went to Carolina.
Correct. And now Carolina's going to make the playoffs
because you got released.
It's cause and effect. Yeah, I get released, they go. So this year they're looking pretty good.
Denver.
They're gonna. Well, I would say Denver.
How about Riley Moss in Denver? Huh?
Yeah, I thought he had a couple rough first weeks, but they actually weren't that bad, I guess. After looking at the stat sheet and stuff like that,
well,
but he gets targeted.
He's getting targeted like the most in the league.
Well, yeah. Now Pat's probably going on IR. How do you feel about that? You a little nervous?
I mean, I'm very nervous. I don't know that at all. It's the best defensive player in the league. Of course, I want him on there. I want him playing. What are you talking about?
You got a corner that was drafted in the second round, don't you? So.
I mean, yeah, but is he gonna?
Time to show out.
Did you also think he was gonna be? Would you play him over Pat?
Well, I'm not gonna play Pat hurt and then not have him for the playoffs.
I mean, hey, that would be reasonable thinking. That's
Josie. Are you a Bo Lever?
A Bo Lever. I like Bo Nix. I think he does some good stuff.
Oregon guy.
Oregon guy. Nope, don't like him next week.
Auburn, Oregon guy, right? He started at Auburn.
Transfer guy. That's what do you? I want to ask you about the whole college like contractual stuff about people signing for money, NIL stuff. What do you think? Do you think people should be signing contracts and living it out? You know,
as far as like, hey, if we're going to give you this much money, you have to stay here for.
Poorly asked question. Just gets to the point, I guess.
Man, I do think that there should be like a year-long obligation at least. I don't know if they need to get into like this is that's a lot for a college kid, especially when in the NFL like it is fully your job. The education is still attached to it, and they're like literally kids, right? So if you hunker a guy down for 2 or 3 years because he signs this massive, like Arch Manning, right? Comes in, he's got the Manning name, he's got every NIL deal in the book. He hasn't thrown a single pass for Texas. He's the next crowned king of the college football. Texas, if they could, would have him sign a a contract. I guess maybe they wouldn't, but like most
Right.
schools who believe in their guy are be like, yeah, sign the contract that you're going to be here for 4 years, so we don't have to worry about another school paying you more.
I
Right?
just want some loyalty. That's all I want.
I don't think you're going to get it, man.
There needs to be a salary cap, and then there needs to be a contract.
There does need to be a salary cap, and that fucks with the collective side of things, because right now they gave us the rev share, right? So every big school like Iowa, Penn State, Miami, Alabama, everybody can pay they're paying their guys out of the TV contracts and their revenue $15 million. But then you go to Oregon and Phil Knight, I mean, Coach Parker had a hell of a quote in the media yesterday. He said, "Oh, they're well funded." Like Oregon and Phil Knight and Nike money, they add another 20 to 30 million on top of that. Iowa might add 5.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, for stars, you can't compete with that stuff. I mean, of course, kids are gonna mostly take the stuff or take the money for that stuff. So
I'm telling you, Josie, you could have made a couple $1 million in college.
I don't even know what I would have done with that money.
What would we have done? I don't even know, dude.
Maybe
You
have
know
stayed in the
what?
same
We would have
house.
been in the stock market, bro.
Oh, we would have fucked that up. Yeah, I'd have been day trading. I'd have been day trading, just wasting away money. I'd been going in the red.
So I appreciate you coming on and joining us. Do you wanna stick around for a few more minutes and hear some pick predictions for this weekend?
Oh, let's hear it. Yeah, why not?
So this is we'll play the music just for Josie.
Oh boy, well, I'm excited for the music.
Are you
I
ready?
haven't listened to the podcast in a while, so
Are you ready? This is Kevin's music. Kevin.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my
And so that's our soundboard. Pretty good one.
and Kevin's not even here.
Actually, yeah. Well, usually we don't play it when he doesn't show up. Do you want to actually hear the best one that we have? Here's one that you'll like.
Idea that you could catch the ball.
You know, quite frankly, I was more worried about the throw than the catch. I felt pretty good about Kluver. You know, he's a senior, and everybody wanted to kill Kluver his first year when he was on campus. Now everybody loves him, so he's really grown over 5 years time.
This was a tough week.
That's true too. They didn't want to kill him. He was hard to like for a while.
I don't think I ever heard that quote. Oh shit! Okay, they want to fucking kill the guy. Huh? He was a dirtbag, right? Everybody thought he was a piece of shit, huh? It came true.
It's so
He
true.
is a fucking dirtbag, huh?
Dude, the guy started to ask another question, and he comes back and he goes, "It's true. They wanted to fucking kill him." Okay.
Dude, that's awesome.
That senior class thought I was literally like an annoying little gnat that they were trying
Well,
to.
Yeah, it was you and what? Your twin
Yeah.
brother Reggie Spearman playing together?
Okay. All right. Here we
You
go.
guys didn't like each other?
Wow.
Who
Unbelievable.
else played? Oh, Matt. I guess Matt played a little bit, didn't he?
The only ones who played that year were
Matt.
the only ones who traveled were me, Welsh, Vandy, and Desmond,
And Reg.
and Reggie. He doesn't count because he didn't make it.
Yeah, that was wild.
I don't know. Some Nebraska fan in the chat. The algorithm said I should be here. Is this an Iowa channel? Sure is, brother. Welcome in. Good luck against USC this weekend. Okay, we're gonna look at some betting lines. We'll go through this real quick. Have not been doing the best as a season total, but I was pretty hot for 3 weeks in a row there. I am going to abandon my strategy.
Okay, well, this is a big one because this is also the first week of your individual bet with Kevin over the Penn State's coming up. Right?
Yes.
This is
yes.
week one of that. I don't know, Josie, I don't know if you're aware, but Kevin and Kluver have a bet right now with Penn State just winning a single game against, I believe, Ohio State. And what's the next one? Indiana? Is that the other game that was a part of it?
I believe the next 2 weeks, Penn State plays in Indiana and Ohio State back to back.
And they just got to win one of those for Kluver to win, and the loser has to go clean shave.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Kluver, you need one of them to win.
I just need Penn State to win against one of them. Probably Indiana is more likely.
That is not covering the spread. That is
winning outright.
Dude,
that is winning outright.
dude, you're gonna look like a fucking ruptured penis. That's for sure.
I'm gonna look here. I'll show you what I'll look like here.
They're 20-point underdogs to Ohio State.
Yeah, it's not looking good. This
I think that has to be one of your picks, though.
No, I'm not going to put that on the graphic. Or Or you could put it on the graphic. It's not going to be one of my
There you
three.
go.
That's
That
going to
is
be me. Actually, this one's going to be me.
Would you get the earring too?
I'm not going to get the earring.
You go a little darker for that one.
That's about the color of my skin.
Hmm.
Not including the eyebrows. Oh, it's every time I share something, Josie goes sideways. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, that might be me. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna look at the games. We're gonna pick them. Man, Memphis, Grant, back in the top 25, playing Rice, 2-touchdown favorite. It's at Rice. Dude, give me Memphis. Give me Memphis on a little hot streak here, getting hot again.
That'd be kind of a letdown then for Rice. Huge one last week.
It would be, yeah. Vanderbilt
Was that 13 for Memphis?
13 and a half.
Okay.
Vandy, Texas, big game. Some might call it one of the games of the week. 2.5 points. Texas, dude, give me Vandy to cover that, bro.
That might. I mean, you like it. If they win that, it's gonna be a very real discussion about Vandy in the SEC championship. Can you visualize that?
I can't,
Atlanta?
but I mean, they're ranked number 9 right now, and if they win that, I mean, they're gonna make the playoffs, bro. And then my final pick of the day. Let's find something juicy in the Big Ten. I'm staying away from Minnesota, Michigan State. Don't want any piece of that. Wow, Indiana only 21.5 point favorites at Maryland. People are like, "Ooh, Maryland's actually sneaky good." There's some metrics that might say otherwise. I don't care. Give me Signetti to run that one up minus 21.5. Don't like the hook there, but we're gonna take it.
Wow.
Those are my 3.
Just 3? Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if your strategy was going so well. I don't know why you went.
Well, it didn't though. It failed 1 and 2 last week.
But like over time, it was better. Josie, there was Kluver start off the year, I think like 1 and 9 in picks. So then he started like doing his picks and then just flipping the opposite of them. And he went like, it was like 8 and 2 immediately right after.
8 and 1 over 3 weeks. Yeah.
So is that?
That's an unbelievable strategy.
Are you abandoning? I feel like you're getting rid of the strategy too early.
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
Flip them.
All those? Okay.
Yep, flip them all.
I hear the dog crying.
And I'm dead
Boys.
serious.
All right.
You out, Joes?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, see you, brother.
See you, Josie.
Talk soon. Later.
Thanks, man. Wow.
I can get out of it. What these
Oh, you're stuck in here forever.
That's cool.
I'm dead serious. Flip all those picks.
The injury stuff.
Yeah, that's great insight. I mean, you don't hear your
Not
players.
a lot of people are honest with that. Probably should have told that to his face, but when he was it's okay.
I'm dead serious. Flip all those picks.
Okay. I wrote down flip.
Okay.
I wrote down. Do I do my picks now? I'll do them.
Yeah.
I'll do them anyway. In case
Yeah.
you didn't want them. I'm taking Arkansas minus 4.5. They don't even. I don't even know if they had an interim coach bump. They just had their real coach bump. Like this was a coup to get Bobby Petrino back as the coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks. So I think they got Mississippi State at home this week. I'm just going to take Arkansas minus 4.5. Anyway, Mississippi State, they've been a great covering team, but they've also disaster team lately, if I'm being honest. Like they've been they've covered the big spreads. The close ones, I'm not sure about yet. I took Texas minus 2.5. So now we're going to be on the same side.
Love that.
I
should feel good that my gut says Vanderbilt plus 2.5.
I think Texas's defense is pretty good. I watched last week a pretty decent Mizzou defense was able to handle Vandy, and outside of a couple key mistakes, I think Mizzou could have won that game. But I'll be honest, I think Texas they seem like they have a somewhat path to the playoff right now. It might happen.
Really, you think so?
It could happen. They got a couple tough games, but like I think if there's a non-zero chance that a 9-3 Texas and a 10-2 Notre Dame just clean out a bunch of other teams that are getting into the playoff.
Yeah,
there's a non-zero chance that happens.
I don't like the fact that Notre Dame's going to be in the playoff, but we'll talk about
and that could. I mean, again, we got to win a lot of games before we get into this discussion.
Sure,
but that could be a big problem for everyone. North Carolina State plus 5.5 versus a hot Georgia Tech team this week. I just feel like Georgia Tech's been playing with fire a lot lately. While they have been winning games, I don't know if I love road anything on the road. I'm taking the away team. It could get a little nasty out there.
I like that.
I could see Georgia Tech winning this game by a field goal, totally normal. But then, hey, 5.5, still need it. Cal plus 4.5. That is a long flight for Virginia
It's a
to
long
Berkeley,
flight.
California.
Yeah.
What time's this game kicking off for them? 3 a.m. in Virginia?
Something like that. Yeah.
Taking
Barely.
Cal Bears. UCF +4. Wrote that down. I think they're
Wow.
playing Baylor. I don't
Fighting
remember
Scott Frost, huh?
who they're playing. Hey, I mean, is it kind of weird that all of a sudden, like, they're not bad.
They're not the worst.
So, do you think do Nebraska fans hate UCF? Is that a thing? The one Nebraska fan that just joined, let us know. Do you hate UCF? Is that does that need to be like a underrated now like new rivalry game? Is UCF versus
UCF Nebraska out of a non-con every year. Yeah, that'd be
That'd be
great.
fun.
Home and home.
Free trip. Tampa? Is that where UCF is? Orlando, maybe? I don't know. San Jose State is playing Hawaii. I'm taking them. I don't care if they have one win on the season. I think it was from the game that I bet on them last time. So I'm going to take San Jose State -2.5. Utah, Cincy under 55.5. Cincy's QB, I think, is not playing now because that line jumped to Utah -10, and that doesn't make a lot of sense. So 10's a little too rich for my blood, so I'm just going to take the under. I don't see there being a lot of points regardless. So there's that. And then Oregon State, Pac-12 championship. They're playing Washington State, Pac-2 championship.
Big one.
So I'm taking Oregon State +3.5 there in Corvallis, Oregon. That's all I got. What did you think, Josie? What'd you think there?
Just of him in general?
No, just the conversation. Curious what you thought. We didn't really get to talk about it.
He was more talkative and willing to elaborate on stuff than he has maybe ever been in his life. So I
thought it was great.
I think
I'm bummed to hear it's care about his health, obviously.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Like I give him a lot. Like people probably who have been around for a lot of podcasts are listening to this going, wow, Kluver really talks to Josie like differently. And like, it's because
you're boys.
Yeah. We're boys. Like,
yeah. And he called you, what did he call you when you shave? It's not like he didn't give it back to you.
Oh no. Like, but what I'm saying there is like, I've talked to him like that because we've known each other for 12 years and we literally used to just sit on the couch for hours. Like we're boys. And I think he's bored. I think he's, but I care about him, right? Like I care about him as a close friend, and like you don't want a guy's career to end like that, especially a buddy. And
some of that, look, I knew he was having concussion symptoms. I was picturing a lot of business. Some of that stuff was scary. What he was saying,
really scary. You can tell that he's like not so hot on it either, like mentally. Like that's not, it's not what you want. So I'm glad that he's smart enough to not like try and fight through it this year. Like.
No,
and he's perfectly, guys probably always have like what ifs, but like it sounds like more than most people, he's perfectly happy if his career is done, and if that means his health is in the best spot it can be moving forward, then he'll move on with life. So, but it was great to have him. It was awesome. It was awesome.
He has an 8-month baby now. I didn't realize he had a child since we last talked to him.
Yeah, they had their kid, I guess, about 3 months before Lauren and I had Brooksy earlier in June. So they're on number 3. Yeah. And a new puppy. So he's got his hands plentiful, but like also he's tried to act like he was busy for the podcast, which is bullshit.
Hey, I mean, he's worked hard.
Yeah, he has.
He can take some time off.
He absolutely
he certainly earned it.
I am really happy that they brought him back and honored him as an honorary captain. We always knew that was in the cards. That's a big thing to be brought back and recognized like that.
He was like, I don't think moment of humility, obviously being like, I don't think I'm a legend. I was like, you're telling me that there's definitely the linebacker group definitely knows who Josey Jewell is.
Guys on the fucking wall. He's a unanimous All-American. So yeah. And I'm stoked to see him and all the other boys. I wish Drake was going to be there, but I'm stoked to see him and the boys in about 9 days from now. So yeah. Thanks everybody for listening. Got a little fun Josey Jewell bye-week episode. Haven't had him on in a long time, so it was good to get that. We'll get, I'm sure we'll get a few numbies based on this podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Obviously, no game to recap, but we will be here on Sunday night to recap our bets, the college football weekend, anything that happens that's significant in the Big Ten, hopefully recapping a Penn State win, and more. And by the way, if you haven't checked it out, the latest Almost Football, Grant Allen's college football show, is the hottest one yet. It is outpacing every other one that has come out. So
go check it out. We've had a lot of fun doing it. It's cool that anyone listens. A lot of dogs listen to it. Been hearing a lot of feedback from people playing it for their dogs. There is a dog podcast out there, but
the people are saying that it is their pet's favorite podcast to take a nap to. So
yeah, it says, hey, we welcome all of our viewers who want to tune into that. But been loving the voicemails, by the way. If you want to call in, maybe I should post something about it. But
there you go.
yeah.
And the Husker gives us a keep killing it, Hawkeyes, and we will. Thank you guys so
It
much.
was very nice convo. There we go, Husker fans.
We'll see you guys live on Sunday night, and then obviously big week next week. We'll see you then.